What is going on, YouTube? And welcome back to my channel, JoJo Speaks. Thank y'all so much for joining me for this being my Hot Topics and Social Commentary show for October 2nd, 2025. I am your host, JoJo Speaks from Faithful Warrior Ministries. I'm so glad that you guys have decided to join us. I see Dustin in the room. Hey, Dustin, so glad that you're here. Love you, boy. Couple things I want you guys to do before we get started. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Press that big red subscribe button, or I don't know if it's red or not. I have to stop saying red. Please press that big subscribe button. It is free and easy to do. It takes less than a second to mash that thing. So go ahead and mash it. Also, be sure to give this video and all my other videos a thumbs up. Let me know you're enjoying the content that I put out on my channel. Also, it helps with the algorithm, gets my videos out there in the YouTube atmosphere. Also, be sure to leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on the various topics that we'll be discussing on tonight. Excuse me. Also, be sure to press the notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. And last but not least, be sure to share JoJo Speaks with all your family, friends, and loved ones. Let everybody know that JoJo Speaks is out here in these YouTubing streets. Jennifer should be joining us momentarily. So once Jennifer gets here, we will get to you guys various comments here. I see Miss Kim is in the building. Hey, Miss Kim. So glad that you're here. Wonderful to see you, my love. First thing to get out the way, thank you guys so much for all the birthday love that you guys sent me this past Tuesday, September 30th. I turned 36. It was great. I had the most messages from Facebook, of course, but also on Instagram, Instagram DMs. Some of you guys decided to send me a little bit of change. So thank you so much for that. Y'all know who y'all are. I really, 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 really do appreciate it. Birthdays have been big for me for the last 15 years. Didn't take it much seriously initially, but I'm so glad that you guys were able to send me so much love. Hey, Bianca.
Hola.
So glad that you decided to join us, my love. I just want to get a couple things. I really want to bring up this thing, and I really hate bringing up Donald Trump all the time, but I just have to speak on it, and I feel like this is the best time to speak on it. So, Donald Trump sent out a meme. As we all know, the government has been shut down. I heard that this is the first time the government's been shut down in 6 years. I thought there was a shutdown more recently, but apparently they're not able to come to a conclusion on healthcare and various other topics of discussion and things of that nature. Republicans are saying that Democrats want healthcare to be accessible for undocumented immigrants, and we all know that's not the case because undocumented immigrants have no access to healthcare. But anyways, that's just the excuse that they want to use. And so Donald Trump put out a meme of Senate Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries and a sombrero and mustache. And I don't know who cannot see that and not see racism all over that post. And then when Vice President J.D. Vance was asked about it, he was like, "Oh, it was just a joke. He was just joking." You know what I'm saying? And it's just jokey, laugh, ha ha. It is what it is. And so nothing that Donald Trump ever does surprises me ever. Nothing that he does ever surprises me. So I'm not shocked by him doing that whatsoever. But the levels that people will go to try to downplay or to try to talk bad about others is just so elementary at this point. It's so high school at this point, and it's disgusting. Hakeem Jeffries came out and said, next time you see me, say it to my face. Say it to my face. That's some real nigga shit right there. Okay. I love what he said. Also, there was a meeting of all the generals that are amongst our military. They met with the leader of the Secretary of Defense, but they changed it. Donald Trump has changed it now to the Secretary of War. And so Donald Trump and this man, I can't remember exactly who he was, but he's apparently the anchor that used to work with Fox News. And so he was saying that, we don't need to have fat generals. He is okay with hazing happening in our military again. He's saying that we're not going to have any questions about gender when it comes to those who are going to be working in the service. And once again, it just shows me the state of America right now, and the fact that so many people voted for this man. And I think more people voted for him. More people voted against Kamala than they did voted for Donald Trump. That's what I personally believe. They saw the lesser of two evils, if you will. So there's that, but I'm just waiting for things to turn around, and I know that the turnaround is on the way. I know that the turnaround is up and coming. To be honest, I don't think the Jeffrey Epstein files will ever be released, because not only does the House have to approve it, the Senate has to approve it, and then finally Donald Trump has to sign it into an actual order so that it actually happens. And if Donald Trump knows that his name is all up in them files, then that ain't gonna happen at all. Bianca, did you see that picture that Donald Trump posted of Jeffrey Epstein? And did you see any of that meeting that they had with the generals? What are your thoughts on that overall?
I didn't see the meeting that they had, but definitely came across the picture. And I'm just ready for this term to be over with.
Right.
Because he's just never going to stop. He's never going to stop. He's just going to keep adding on and piling on and piling on and piling on. And at this point, I'm just over it. I'm tired of him. It's either going to be there or he going to get hurt. One or the other.
Right.
So he needs to stop messing with people and thinking he's untouchable. But hey, I mean, this happened to... Never mind.
Okay, I know where you were going to go, and I'm so glad that you stopped yourself, girl, because eventually we will get monetized, and we can't say that type of shit on YouTube, girl. But yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. So Sean Diddy Combs' sentencing is upcoming. I know it's this month. I'm not exactly sure what day this month it is, but the prosecution is asking for him to be sentenced to 11 years. I honestly doubt that's going to happen, especially since Diddy doesn't have any criminal history. He also has quite a few people who are writing in to the judge on his behalf as well. He was given permission to dress in a suit for his sentencing. A lot of times when people are incarcerated, by the time that they do get sentenced, they're in an orange jumpsuit, but apparently he has permission to wear a nice fine suit that he's almost always wearing. I personally believe that he's probably going to get time served because he's spent I think he's been in jail for almost 2 years now. So I'm assuming I'm just preparing for the worst. And so I'm just going to assume that he's going to probably get time served, maybe 3 or 4 years, no more than 5 years. That's what I'm assuming. Bianca, do you have any thoughts on this upcoming sentencing? What are your expectations? What are you thinking that is going to happen at this sentencing that's upcoming?
I was thinking that it was going to be something like time served, if not only a couple of more years.
Right.
But definitely not going to be 11 years. Unless they
No.
listen to that letter that 50 Cent so-called wrote the judge.
Right. Yeah, it will be interesting to see what happens there. Also, Cam Newton, you guys all know he has a podcast, and Ace Hood was a guest on his podcast this past week. I've never been necessarily the biggest fan of Ace Hood, although I did see him live. There was a concert here in Columbia, South Carolina at the State Museum, and various different artists were there. DJ Khaled was there, Slim from 112 was there, Ace Hood was there. So it was a great time, and I've always been. I don't want to say that, but there's something about Ace Hood that I've always noticed behind him. If you get what I mean, if you're picking up what I'm putting down, honey, it's fat. Anyways, but during this interview, he explained how faithful he is to his wife and how he is able to resist temptation when it's right in front of him. And it's so amazing to me to see a young Black man, a young Black rapper at that, explaining the way that he stays faithful to his wife. And there are so many other men out here who can take a lesson from this young, excellent Black man. And for him to go on Cam Newton's podcast to say this, the thing about Cam Newton is a lot of times he doesn't have necessarily reactions to the things that are said on his podcast. One time he asked Ray J about his sexuality, and Cam Newton's kind of rigid when it comes to his interviewing style. He doesn't really get too personable with his interviewees, but I was just floored that Ace Hood. To be honest, I didn't even recognize him when I saw the clip of the interview, but I was so happy that Ace Hood isn't ashamed to say that he is faithful to his wife and he's going to do right by her. Because a lot of times when you're in the rap community or even just being a Black man in general, it is praised to have one on the side or a couple on the side. Even when you're married, it's just a fact of life when it comes to sometimes it seems to be, I'll say it seems to be a fact of life that people might just expect for men in general, not just Black men, but men in general to cheat on their wives. But I was so happy and it brought my respect level up so many notches for Ace Hood to be humble enough to tell other Black men, and he was encouraging other Black men. He didn't say it necessarily specifically that he encourages Black men to be faithful, but I think by him saying that, he was saying, Black men, treat your women like queens and treat them like you love them and take your vows seriously. And once again, I was so happy to hear that. Bianca, it seems like you saw this clip as well. What were your thoughts on Ace Hood's thoughts on marriage?
I love Ace Hood. And I already knew that he wasn't going to say anything less because I follow him on social media. So I see his interaction with him, his wife, and his children. He seems like to be an amazing husband, such an amazing father. So it shows. He let the world know on his page how much he loved his wife all the time. So I didn't expect anything different from him. I just love the fact that he came on there still with those same sentiments.
Absolutely. A beautiful chocolate man, y'all. Beautiful chocolate man.
Him, chiseled, fine.
Okay. I tell this story all the time. My best friend Lenore has always been a fan of the dark-skinned chocolate man. And when I was growing up, especially in middle school, I was in love with the light-skinned brothers. You know, I love me some Genuine, some Ludacris. I thought I used to think Ludacris was the finest man walking this God's green earth. But it wasn't until I got older that I learned to respect the beauty of a dark-skinned man. Joey Badass, like every time I see him on Raising Kanan, woo, Lord, it's a moment, honey. It's a moment. Why did I not get the burgundy shirt?
We did it again.
You did it again. I don't even have that color shirt, y'all. Hey, Jennifer, so glad that you're here. How you doing, boo?
Hey, Jenny.
I'm happy to be here. I know that we have such amazing, titillating topics to speak about on today, but I hope that we make sure to say hello to, hey, Dustin, hey.
Hey, Dustin.
Hey, Dustin.
Miss Kim is here, hello.
Good evening, Miss Kim. We'll bow again. Yes, I love your hair, by the way, Bianca. It looks beautiful.
Oh, yes.
Thank you.
And Miss Kim said, hey, Jonathan, and she said, leak the files.
Leak them. Somebody can leak them.
The next one.
Weird. And I've always thought, like, if anyone had to do something with Donald Trump, I would think that they would come out and say it. But I have a feeling that he might have had them sign NDAs in order for them not to say anything. That's what I'm thinking is keeping them from speaking.
I'm starting to wonder if people are nervous as to what may be done in retaliation due to them leaking them.
Right.
Which is why they need to find anonymous or something. It needs to be anonymously, accidentally maybe fall on the floor or something like that. Oh no. You know, I found this on the floor. What happened? Anyway, Miss Kim says Ace Hood's words went right in and out of can. But y'all.
Okay. Y'all, it run in right out the other.
Let me tell y'all something. Cam Newton has had some of the best Black male thinkers up on his platform. Ace Hood and plenty others just speaking truths to this man.
Mm-hmm.
I believe Cam Newton is certainly a man that has lied to himself a whole lot about what he thinks his actual problems are and why he feels a way about the way he moves. You know what I'm saying? Because usually people that live their lives the way they want to live their lives, they are cool with it. It's just the way I do me. But as he talks about it with other people, you can see there's an issue within him.
Like he understands where they're coming from. Like he knows better.
But I don't like that.
He doesn't want to do better. I
He
was going to say he refuses to do better. He just doesn't want to do
he
better.
doesn't want to. He doesn't want to enough.
Right, exactly.
And to be honest, for him to do right by other people would have to start with doing right him doing right by himself.
Mhm.
He doesn't understand what doing right by Cam Newton is. And so until he finds that, then he'd be able to do other people right.
Absolutely. But Jennifer, what were your thoughts on what Ace Hood said? Because to be honest, I was surprised because I really don't know Ace Hood that well. But I was surprisingly well. I was happy to hear what he had to say, just uplifting Black men to be faithful to their wives. What did you think?
Well, the only thing that I heard when he spoke is, even though I'm in the streets, you know exactly what I do. When I chase this paper, you ain't gotta wait for me to bring it back home to you, because I
Hey,
girl, we gon' be good.
and if you ride,
Ride or die, we gon'
we
make
gonna make
it
it out
out
this good.
good.
Oh,
So let me tell you something.
I think that might be my favorite rap song collaboration of all time. Like for real, for real. Like that song goes hard. I'm sorry, Jennifer. Go ahead.
This song is really telling, though. He was talking
Mhm.
like this even before then, and even at that time, he would talk about it. He wasn't doing right by his girl at that time as well, but you can see he had the get right up in him, and
Right.
one day he decided to get right.
Mhm.
Look, I enjoy the things that he's been saying, because he's actually been talking like this for a while,
Okay.
basically giving people game on, what it is to be in a monogamous
Monogamous.
relationship
Right.
ever since he got married to his wife. And he would talk about the ups and downs of marriage and stuff like that. He really kept it real with the people. If you try to, Google some things of Ace Hood outside of, music and stuff, you'll
Mhm.
see him and his wife talking a lot about being together, being with one person, being, in a marriage. So he's been having these kinds of talks, and I'm pretty sure that's why either Cam knew what was about to happen,
Mhm.
or somebody else knew what was about to happen. Now I know that what Ace Hood said was impactful, but did y'all see the last interview?
I didn't know.
Child, I forget the man's name. I'm gonna have to send y'all some clips of it. It was all over TikTok, and people were saying that it was super difficult to actually look at the whole interview
Wow.
because Cam was pretty much being defensive the whole time. The
Yikes.
whole time. And this wise man of God that was talking to him, he just couldn't hear him. They even got down to the point. He said, "Well, was Jesus married?" Like,
I
it's
saw
not
that
his
clip. I
point.
saw that clip. Yes, I
So
did see
that
that clip.
dude,
Okay. Okay.
that dude, but it's bothered me seeing that. He just simply ain't got it. Okay, his name is Jason Wilson. I had to find that. Just want to make sure
Okay.
I mentioned. He's a very wise man. I've seen a lot of his videos where he is basically teaching young boys how to be men in like karate or taekwondo class,
Okay. Okay.
and how to handle their emotions really.
Mm.
And like when he talks to them, he's on one knee and down to their level, like talking to them, asking them what's wrong, and like really digging into the psyche of those young Black boys. But he's a man of God, and
Mhm.
he gave him Bible.
Okay.
He also was like basically showing him like, sir, not now you moving goalposts. Now you just okay, all right,
Right.
sir. Will you let me talk? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because Cam is trying so hard to defend his position. And yes, a lot of the position that we think is better or right for the people is rooted in a lot of religious
Of course.
ideology and things of that nature.
Right.
But not every bit of it is bad. A lot of it is very good to conduct a good life, especially when it comes to treating people well.
Right.
And for him to be like, Like, so Jesus has to be married to somebody for you to feel like you need to get married?
Because he asked, was Jesus married? Like, what does that have to do with this conversation?
And it's
What?
like, he had to clarify, Jesus came down here to save our souls. He ain't come down here to have a family.
Okay, he didn't come here for pussy.
Shouts out to Pastor Goodwin.
Okay.
Oh,
I can't see how people talk to him.
me neither. Me
I
neither.
can't understand why they even go on that daggone show. Because it'll drive me crazy. I watched the one with him and The Money.
Mhm.
And
It's like talking to a brick wall.
he
Yeah.
irritated so bad. It was like he was trying to poke him to say something and get a narrative out of him, pull something out of him that he wasn't. I was like, I don't see how people talk to his behind, because I could never.
And I feel like with these interviews, he's just making himself look like a stupider man. Like, if a woman actually gets with him now, they know that he does not have the emotional intelligence to actually cultivate a real relationship. They're only gonna be with him clearly for his money, like some other people we know. Miss Kim says,
Mm.
Cam Newton hasn't found what he's looking for. Jasmine should have been left. Let me tell you something. Jasmine found what she looking for. She looking for them dollar bills.
Okay, access to the money.
She's looking for fame.
Okay.
And she's looking for like you said, access. And she has everything that she's ever wanted. If she wanted better for herself, she'd be gone. It's not
Exactly.
Cam.
And she clearly has no issues with it because she's still with him.
Exactly. I saw her myself with my own eyeballs with their little baby up at Costco. I had to call Jonathan.
She sure did. Because I still think Cam Newton is a great looking, a handsome looking brother.
Now.
Very
He's
much
still
so.
yet attractive. He may be slow, but he really yet attractive.
Yet and still, he is still attractive.
He can't help it.
Now, sometimes height is all you need with me, honey. But not to
And
say that I would
tall.
get very much so. Not to say that I would get with a man who some would deem ugly, but I'm saying, like, sometimes a height, I can look past the face and just look at the body.
There's a lot of it.
Oh, okay. All right. Yes. All right. Child. Anyways, so let's go ahead and get this biggest story out the way. Jennifer, do we have any more comments before we move forward?
No, we're good.
All right. So Cardi B and Nicki Minaj went back and forth. Seems like all week. It went on for 3 or 4 days.
Every single morning, there's a whole new girl. Guess what? TikTok video I'm looking at. Good God, man.
And so it started out with Nicki Minaj posting a picture of an eagle. For those of you who are not familiar with Cardi B's album artwork, she has crows all on her, all around in the picture on her album cover. And eagles and crows typically do not get along. A lot of times crows will like to try to get on the eagle's nerves, and eagles can fly higher than crows can. Crows can't fly as high as eagles can. And so anyways, so then Nicki, went on to shade Cardi for not selling as much as she did with Pink Friday 2. Apparently Cardi's Pink Friday 2 sold 222,000, I believe. And Cardi's numbers, I think it's like 200 straight, or not at least 220 something thousand. Although her album is certified double platinum.
I got the numbers.
Oh, Jennifer, go ahead.
The numbers for Nicki for her most recent album, it was 228,000.
Okay.
And for Cardi, it was just 200,000.
Gotcha. Thank you so much for that correction, Jennifer. And so then Nicki went in on her husband. Oh, not Cardi's husband, but Cardi's man, Stefan Diggs, saying that he likes to touch pussy. I guess I can say that on YouTube, because it's not. Anyways, because I done said the P word. So, anyways, because of the whole Tasha K interview where that young lion man was alleging that he was drugged by Stefan Diggs and whipped it out right in front of him. Don't nobody believe that bullshit. But anyways, and so that the response from Cardi saying that your brother likes to touch 12-year-olds, like, for me, that should have been the end of the whole thing, like right there. Go ahead, Jennifer.
I like the very first one, Cocaine Barbie.
Yes, Cocaine Barbie. That was great. Then Nikki posted a picture of Barney in a wig because she said that Cardi B raps like Barney, which I don't get that at all. I mean, because she's the first one to say that. I mean, Rashida really does rap like Shorty Low. Like straight up, she does rap like Shorty Low. I've never likened Cardi B's flow to Barney in any way, shape, or form. Barney ain't never rapped a day in his life, at least not to my knowledge. I've never, well, hey, Mr. Nigga, Baba Baba.
That's what I'm about to say. Yeah. Put some respect on his name now.
Yes. The way that you bop it up. Yes. But anyways. And then Nikki took it a step further and brought up Culture, saying that Culture was a monkey and, just going way too far.
Rich too.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't have to get into Cardi's responses because Cardi came back with fire every single time. Now she did release another tweet that said that this is the last time that I'm going that I'm going to go back and forth with you. You need help. Your husband out there spending all your money while you over there taking sniffing and doing yeah, doing all that. You need to watch yourself, girl. So here's my whole thing. As I've said plenty of times before, I was a Nicki fan from jump. Like I had all her mixtapes on my iPod. I went and saw her live in 2009 when she came to Columbia, South Carolina. I believe it was Club 1800, if I'm not mistaken. I was riding for Nicki hard. But eventually I fell off because of her behavior. And now people are bringing up so many interviews of Nicki's where she said, talked about how Little Kim was coming after her. And then she also had an interview where she said that she would never talk about anyone's kids. And she's doing those exact same things right now. It's obvious to me personally that Nicki is intimidated by Cardi. Nicki sees Cardi as the number one, even though I don't think Cardi sees herself as the number one rap B word. But I think Nicki sees the greatness that Cardi is. Cardi is more than just a rapper. Cardi is an influencer. By definition, she is an influencer. Kendrick said it best during the Super Bowl. You can't fake influence. Everybody rushes to Cardi B. Wouldn't nobody care about Cardi B's case if she did not get on that stand? And when she got on the stand, she had the jury in the palm of her hands. Cardi won that case solely by herself. Okay, so, and the funny thing about Cardi is Cardi never claimed to be the best rapper alive. Cardi never claimed to be the number one rap bitch out here. Cardi don't care about that. Cardi don't care about being garnered as the best of anything. Cardi just wants to get her money and go home to her babies. That's it. So my thing is, I don't know how because Nicki allegedly has an album that's coming out in March of 2026. She posted a tweet with the date and a CD, an emoji of a CD. If she has any type of press tour with this, that interviewers are going to ask her about her beef with Cardi B. And I'm just interested in hearing what she will have to say on the mic about it and what her reasoning is for going at her so hard, because those interviewers are going to ask her, why did you feel the need to, because Nicki clearly started it. Cardi was just minding her own gosh darn business and Nicki started it out of nowhere. So I am so disappointed in Nicki as a woman for coming for another woman's child. Of course, Cardi did come for her child as well. Not personally her child, but she said that's why your child has some issues because you were possibly doing drugs while you were pregnant with them. So it was kind of both Nicki and her child at the same time. But I'm always gonna ride for Cardi till the wheels fall off because I know Cardi ain't gonna change. Cardi ain't gonna turn into a Nicki Minaj S type woman later on down the line. That ain't gonna happen because that ain't in a Libra spirit. honey. So, anyways, then JT got into it, and Saucy Santana had to come out, and I heard a little bit of Saucy Santana. I did not know that Saucy Santana and Cardi B were good Judies, but I should have known better with them both being Libras and them both kind of having the same attitude about life. But anyways, that's my spiel on it. I'm Team Cardi B all the way. I love how Rick Ross's baby's mama, I forgot what her name is. What is her name?
Tia Kemp.
Tia Kemp. I love how she said that she's riding for Cardi B as well. So even though she said that she likes both Nicki and Cardi, she had to get in on Nicki for doing what she did. But anyways, that's my spiel on it. Bianca, what are your thoughts on this whole fiasco with Nicki and Cardi?
See, look, Kim tried to tell us a long time ago how Nicki was. Didn't nobody want to listen to that lady. She tried to let us know, and everything is coming to fruition now. It's all here. Let me tell you something. I don't care what Cardi said about Nicki Minaj's child, because the day you post a pic of my child on social media and you start talking crap about mine, knowing you ain't got a pot to piss in when it comes to your child, baby, don't do that. Oh, we not doing that. Everything is out the bag at that point. Because guess what? You can say mine is ugly. That's fact. I mean, that's your opinion.
Right.
But we can say facts about yours.
And the fact that was she included not allegedly?
Okay.
So I'm like, that pissed me off. Like, y'all know how I feel about the kids. Right. Don't bring nobody children into nothing. All bets are off when it comes to that point. You definitely should be bringing no kids into nothing, being that you and your family shouldn't be around them in the first place.
Okay.
Your entire family, your family over here, your married in family.
You said the entire family, yes.
None of them can't be around no daggone children in the first place. So you need to. I am over her. I couldn't stand her to begin with. Y'all know I ain't like her by way of her cousin, because they act just a daggone like, and I stand the cousin. So I hope she deserved everything that Cardi gave her.
Okay. When your husband has the right to pick your child up from school, then you come see me. Okay.
Come see me. All right.
Genesita, what are your thoughts? Because you called me, what was it, yesterday? You called me yesterday to tell me I need to get up on this. So what are I already know where you stand, honey, but go ahead and share with the good people.
Well, I need to talk about a picture that I saw earlier today of what's his name? Jay-Z carrying his child at a park. And it was talking about how Mr. Petty can't do that. And I was like, you know what? Choices that we make.
Okay.
And to be honest, I think part of the choice that she made with Marry That Man it's a possibility, kind of made the Carters walk away from her. Because that's not a good look. And it shows not only your taste, but your discernment and lack of discretion for your own life.
Right.
And unfortunately, she talked about Beyonce's children too.
Yeah.
And I think that is just absolutely horrendous as well. But I want to address, you guys said all the things, so I want to address one thing that I keep on seeing, how there's so many men and women is talking about how they wish Cardi never fed into it. Are you freaking kidding me? Do you know who Cardi B is?
Right.
Okay, just because she's not Beyonce does not mean that she's not doing the thing that she needs to do for herself. And then on top of that, yeah, she went to hell like she said she's gonna do. You know what I'm saying? But she also gave sound advice to make her look even crazier than she's helping to portray. It's given, like, her stepping outside of the things that she says or the values that she has said, even in interviews. It really shows that there's a space of unhingedness going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, people feel like she's on a coked up rant because, up for a couple of days on coke because of how she's been going at it nonstop, even after Cardi B, said, I ain't saying nothing no more about this, this at all. And it just looks crazy, all the things that she said. I just saw a video before we got over here how Nikki was trying to take up for her brother, trying to take up for her husband. It's
Mhm.
like, there's nothing you can say. There's nothing you can say. He was convicted. It happened,
Right.
proven in court.
Mhm.
And the same thing happened with her brother. Now that picture of her brother's mugshot with the pink wig
With
on
the pink wig, child,
that
like,
that that made me smile real kinda big.
what can you say? Like, what can you say to that?
This is
Like,
good. This is good.
but a
Um,
cokehead will find something to say.
and she showed that she found too many things to say. And, also, I didn't know okay. For JT to try to speak up, first of all, they said she has a song coming out Friday.
A diss, yes.
Okay, girl. Um
I don't know who gonna care to listen to it. I'm sure
Okay,
people will listen to it just to hear what she has to say.
but I ain't
But
trying to
who's looking forward to it? Who's waiting by their phone to hear what she has to? No, nobody.
yeah, also, Tia, no, I ain't gonna make this my show. I'm for some reason, I'm speaking in tongues. So, what I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's in you, girl. You can't do
It's
nothing about
not
that.
my show, gotta remind myself.
It's
Um,
okay.
so another thing, like with the JT thing, the back and forth with JT and Santana, please tell me why they were texting back and forth, arguing. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Mhm.
And then, Santana says, "Don't take this to the internet." We just, trying to keep it incredibly cute.
Right.
Incredibly cute. But she wanted to do that, and you know why she wanted to do that? Because she know ain't nobody gonna listen to that diss unless she has something else buzzing up.
Okay.
And let me tell you something, Saucy Santana, I will never not like that man.
Okay.
He's
Understood.
like another Cardi B for me. Just another person that stands at who they are at all times, which is why I don't see anything wrong. Because Mama was like, Mama likes her. Mama likes Cardi B. And Mama was
Okay.
like, "Why does she have to say anything? Like, don't you know who this is? This is Cardi B."
Right. She was on Love and Hip Hop.
Okay,
Let's not forget.
Right.
okay. And she knows her, words have power, and let's be real, she didn't say a thing until something was said about her.
She
Yep.
don't start it, but she will finish it for sure.
And did she ever finish? She buttoned it up to the point where Nikki's still going and nobody. So I have also seen plenty of videos, and I mean a good number of videos of people saying, "I can't be a Barb no more." Like having a conversation with themselves. I can't support this woman anymore the way she is acting.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then, of course, there's still the crazy youngins. It's like a 21-year-old going back and forth with other people about Nikki and how she, is right for all that she's saying and all that she's doing. All she's doing is digging herself another hole. And I do not believe that album is coming out in March. I don't believe there's nothing coming out in March. I don't believe she's working on nothing right now. That's how I feel. These are my beliefs. These are my thoughts. I don't
Mhm.
believe she has anything. I believe she just said something just to be saying something because somebody else is doing just as good, if not better than her. And you know what I think really got her is the double platinum thing. Being
Yeah.
platinum immediately. She
Yep.
came out platinum and she has her second in a row, number 1 album.
First female rap artist to do so.
And also, she has a Grammy. So many things. It's like this is what happens when you do people as right as you can
Right.
and be
Exactly.
personable. Because did y'all hear when Cardi B was going off for 40 days and 40 nights about Ice Spice?
I heard the audio from the phone call she had with her manager, and
Yes.
that really solidified to me who Cardi B was at
Okay.
her core.
Okay.
Okay.
I
And,
didn't hear.
I understand that she is truly from these streets. I was about to throw up a blood sign. I ain't gonna do that
Don't
though.
do it.
I ain't about to get
No
my
disrespect.
house shot up. Okay, I ain't gonna get 532 shot up, child. But anyways, so I did hear the audio from that
And,
exchange.
and they thought that was going to break up the friendship between her and Lotto. All she was saying, "Look, I'm not Lotto." Basically saying, "I'm not like her. I will get at you."
I
Okay.
will pull up.
I will. Hello and goodbye. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then she so sweetly see this how much it shows that she got some good right and act right up in her. She
Mhm.
made sure to apologize to Lato
She did.
publicly for the things that she said. You know, it wasn't any shade. I was just heated in the moment, and it's my bad. I do apologize. And now I'm going to
Buy
behind
you a
closed doors
bag.
send her a bag.
Buy you a bag, girl. What you
And she
want?
already on the remix for Airtime, which is really a fun song. Um, this has been entertaining, but a part of me is strained, and it's because of Nikki. I hate that we're here. Jonathan, back in the time where there was the back and forth with Kim and Nicki Minaj,
Mhm.
this is while I was, working till 1 a.m. in the morning, and I would basically after work, if you're working late already, you're not gonna wanna just go home and go straight to sleep. No, I was
Right.
going to taking a Walmart run every once in a while, and that's when Walmart was open 24/7.
Mhm.
And I would, after 1 o'clock in the morning, go ahead and do my, grocery shopping because I wasn't gonna wake up before it was time for me to go to work. So, I did my grocery shopping after work, and I would have my, I don't even know if I did Bluetooth. Yeah, I had Bluetooth. That's when we had the little things around and, put it in there. Anyway, listening to all the information for what Nikki and Lil Kim, and I was always on Lil Kim's side with this situation, but I do enjoy, some of, Nikki's music. But it just takes me back to walking around the aisles, the frozen aisles of Walmart and listening to how that happened, what was going on with that, and now this is what she's turned into. I respect her even less today. I respected her, my respect tanked for her when she was going off about somebody's deceased mama, Meg Thee Stallion's mama. Like,
Mhm.
how dare you? And now you're gonna come after somebody's children. I can't deal with that. I've seen people taking her music off of their phones. Miss Kim says, "Hennessy need to go handle Nikki." Let me tell you something.
Okay.
Y'all don't tell nobody.
Cardi ain't gotta lift a finger, honey.
Okay, because people's like, "She pregnant." Okay. But, my husband heard in the spirit, Nikki is, about to have herself a Jet2 holiday, and Imma leave that there if you that's what he said. He saw it.
I hope somebody be like this because I want to see it. I
Okay.
want to see her.
Child, but he said it's her Jet2 holiday is on the way, and for those that are not connected with TikTok and not too sure what a Jet2 holiday is, um, it basically means somebody about to get the 1-2. They come up
Okay.
ins. And Miss Kim says, "I was never here for Nikki. I was disgusted when she posted" yeah, where, Meg Thee Stallion's mom is buried. Yeah. She's repulsive at this point, and I am done.
Wonderful. I'm not saying wonderful that you're done, but wonderful what you said. I love what you said. It was great. So Jennifer Lopez, she has been promoting this new movie that she's a part of. I can't remember exactly, or don't care to remember. I don't care about the movie necessarily. I'm sorry, but it's an all Latina cast, and so I would say we should care. We should support our brothers and sisters in the Latina community. What, you don't agree? Oh, okay. That's okay. That's fine. That's fine. But anyways, I'm trying to keep this light, honey. But anyways, so Jennifer Lopez, she is on this press tour for this new movie. I'm not exactly sure what it's called, but she was asked about her. I don't know what the question was, but Jennifer Lopez had the nerve to say that her voice is better suited for Broadway than pop music. Um, so I did not really get interested in Broadway until Dreamgirls came out. Because when Dreamgirls came out, I went on YouTube and watched all the Dreamgirls stuff that I could get into, and I actually started getting into Broadway. Looked up about The Wiz, Audrey McDonald, her many Tonys. I think she has 6 or 7 Tonys, the most Tony awarded person of all time. And when it comes to Broadway, your voice has to be in the upper echelon of levels. It has to be the best of the best. No shade to Mel B, but Mel B, she was once in Chicago, I think it was, and they had to ask her to no longer do it because her voice is not up to the standard of a Broadway singer. And that's no shade to Mel B. I love Mel B down. I'm the biggest Spice Girl fan you will ever find. But I understand that they are not the best singers in the world. Go ahead, Jennifer.
What made them think it was in the first place?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they just wanted to get asses in the seats. Who knows? That's the only assumption that I can make. But Broadway singers have to be the best of the best because a lot of times they're doing shows 6 or 7 days out of the week, and so they have to keep their voice in tip-top shape. And when I heard Jennifer Lopez say this, I was like, I wonder. I'm confused. I'm confused. I won't say that Jennifer Lopez can't sing, but I would just say that she's not a good singer, at least in my opinion. I've heard her live vocals and they are just not the best. I applaud her for having that microphone on when she does have it on, but I want to encourage her to maybe take the lip syncing route because maybe people would want to hear that over. And, there have been rumors that that's not even her voice on a lot of her songs. So I don't know.
No rumor.
Okay. But anyways, so I don't know what possessed Jennifer to allow these words to leave her lips. But I'd have to say, as someone who is very well connected to music, I have a friend who loves to sing. He loves to sing. Jennifer, I'll tell you what his name is after the show because I ain't going to put him on blast like that. But
I know exactly who you're talking about. Go ahead.
Yeah, he loves this thing, and I'll never tell him to his face because I think I might hurt his feelings if I told him. But he can't hold it to. He just can't sing. Period. Jennifer Lopez is a better singer than he is because at least Jennifer Lopez can, sometimes stay on the note. But I don't know what possessed Jennifer to make this statement, and that tells me that she has such confidence in her voice, and. It's giving delusion at this point. It's really giving strong delusion at this point. So Jennifer, after you finished your laughing, what were your thoughts when you heard Jennifer Lopez utter these words?
These are my thoughts.
Please share.
You were asking earlier, why did she say this? Why would she say this? What would give her the gall to say this? She's looking out for her next career. That's what I feel. She's looking out for the next thing that will keep money in her pockets. And yes, she is delusional to think that she'd be able to hold up with actual, people on Broadway. I believe I believe she's saying that so she can get a buzz started or a talk going about her being on Broadway. I think she wants to. It's like you really want to be like she's trying to manifest her being. Excuse me, is that the word? Manifest? No.
Yeah. If that's something that she wants to do, yes, she would be manifesting it.
Okay, she's trying to manifest her being out there on a stage in that way. I think she's also trying to manifest her being an actual singer, but it's like. The only thing that I could pay attention to in that little bit of interview, that clip that I saw, was her overdrawn lips. That's all that I can do. Like if she would have had like maybe it's like some matte lips, it wouldn't be as prominent, but it's like glossy all the way up here. That's all I could see. Those are the things that I was thinking though. But it's and then somebody had the nerve, a lot of people had the nerve to say that about it in the comments. And this is in the comments of the people that actually did the interview.
Wow.
But yes, she is absolutely delusional. I do believe she's just trying to find her next step and footing because her trying to do pop and tours, she has come to see. I don't know if you know this, Jonathan, but the last tour that she was trying to do earlier this year, it had to be canceled because she couldn't sell tickets.
Right.
So, I believe she's a businesswoman enough to see the writings on the wall. I don't understand why she doesn't just stick with, acting because it won't require as much from her if she would just continue to do the acting, maybe produce a few things herself, and I think that'll be much better for her. But for her to try to impose upon us her singing is really disrespectful, and I don't like that. And I do think it's very sweet of you, Jonathan, to say that she may want to try the, lip syncing route. Let, Ashanti go ahead and sing it for her. Miss
Oh,
Kim says, "J-Lo has the confidence of a mediocre white woman who works in middle management for a regional company." Exactly. Um, she also says, "J-Lo saying everything, but why her and Ben divorced. That's
right.
all people want to know. You know why they divorced. He didn't wanna be out there and about and out there. She was doing too much. She lost him again."
Which confused me because I would think that he would know that's what she wants. I would think that he would know that that's a requirement of hers. So I don't know why he ended up getting back with her to begin with.
I think the personal conversations that they had behind the scenes, I saw a lot of clips of the documentary that they had, and they were
Mhm.
together in there. She just wanted to try to share their love story and make whole movies, spend millions of dollars on making a whole documentary slash movie slash album, whatever, about their love. And all he was trying to do is just be just me and you. We just
Just be
you know what
with
I'm saying?
her.
Cash in the
Right.
mall.
Exactly.
Mhm.
And that's what happened. And you know how people can call up paparazzi to have them show up where they at, right?
Of course.
They would always be where they at.
And that would get on my nerve.
Child.
Okay, and that's why he was drinking, and that's why he gone. God bless.
Right. Bianca, what are your thoughts on Miss J Lo's revelation concerning her voice?
I don't think that her voice is best suited for anything when it comes to singing or music. So I don't know why she would even think that. I was definitely going to go the route that Jen went. I think that if she wants to get her footing into something, a different career, she needs to stick with acting. She did amazing in Enough.
Hmm.
So she just needs to stick with the acting. All these movies coming out, it's 2025, it's about to be 2026. The movies is the thing, girl. You better go get your act on. But
Get
Right.
yourself a cute little Netflix thing, get on somebody's Lifetime movies, like, come on.
Because
please,
she will get hired for sure.
but please, don't hurt us with your voice. We don't deserve.
To be honest, I really do think that she thinks herself higher than all of that. Like,
Mm.
I really think she Beyonce.
It,
No,
that,
that's
that that wouldn't
Beyonce.
surprise me.
I think
That would not
she believes
surprise
she's
me.
Beyonce. I believe it. I think she believes she's on the same level as Beyonce, singing it all.
And that's why I think she sings live during her concerts because she feels like she's on that level. And as that is just clearly not the case, girl. And she got plenty of songs that I love. Like Get Right is my shit. Like for real, for real. Like it's my thug thizzle, y'all. I mean,
But
if
give
you
me the
have
radio version, don't give me no live.
right. Even though I did like her performance at the iHeart Music Festival, I did enjoy that performance, but she was actually lip syncing during that performance. But anyways,
That's why you enjoy it.
right. But hey, it is what it is. But when you are a public figure, like reality has to be at the forefront of your mind because when you have people who live in reality, they will tell you about yourself real quick. And I would hate to be in her DMs and in her comments at this point because it might be nasty. But anyways, so the last topic that we're going to discuss tonight, the NFL has released that Bad Bunny will be performing the halftime show for the 2026 Super Bowl. Now, admittedly, I do not know much about Bad Bunny. The only Bad Bunny music that I've heard is his feature on "Like It" with "I Like It" with Cardi B. And that's mainly because I don't understand what a lot of his songs are saying because he typically raps in Spanish. So that's just my thing. If I can't connect to it, then I'm typically not interested in it. However, I'm excited about this. I'm excited about this because I don't know if I don't know if I told Jennifer this yesterday, but I have a feeling that we're going to have a Kendrick Lamar level type of
Oh, yeah.
halftime show with Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny, I believe he is a Puerto Rican, and he did a residency in Puerto Rico and brought so much money into the country, and lifted his people up. And I thought that was so beautiful for him to do that for his people. And he has quite a few thoughts and a lot to say about our current president. And I have a feeling that he's not going to hold back. I have a feeling that we're all going to be educated. I have a feeling that it's going to be just as important as Kendrick Lamar's halftime show this past year. And I'm so excited to see what he's going to do. I won't be able to sing along. I probably won't know a majority of the songs that he's going to perform, but I want to see what he does visually. And a lot of times, the Super Bowl halftime show is the best of the best.
Right.
They have the best producers, the best showrunners, the best staging, the best choreography, the best of everything. So just for those facts alone, I am so excited to see what he brings to the American people, and how it's received by the American people. Bianca, what are your thoughts on them choosing Bad Bunny? Because a lot of people are upset because he is a typical Spanish type artist where a lot of his music is not in English. So a lot of people have issue with that. I understand why they have issue with that, because they want to be entertained and they want to have an artist that they are familiar with. And even though he's one of the best selling artists out there right now, like one of the biggest streaming artists out there right now, people are not taking that into consideration because they don't understand what he's saying. But what are your thoughts on the NFL choosing Bad Bunny to perform the halftime show?
Well, I think it's gonna be good. I don't understand anything that he be saying in the music either, but there's been plenty of times where I've heard it on the radio and I'm up there bopping along. Okay,
Right.
the music does sound good. His music does have a really nice beat to it, and I do think it's gonna be a very, very interesting halftime show. I agree. I think the visuals are gonna be amazing, and the message behind it is what I'm trying. That's what I'm looking for,
Exactly.
especially with our current climate right now.
Mhm.
I'm really interested to see where he's going to go with this, where his team is going to take it, which songs he's going to choose, and if he is going to switch it up, because he do speak English as well. So he
Yeah.
can, and because he knows that he's doing it for the masses, he might do it to where he's mixing it up a bit. We
Right.
never know. He might flip it from English to Spanish. So we never know. It's going to be interesting to see where it goes, and it's going to be interesting to see how the aftermath of this is going to play out too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Genesita, what are your thoughts on this decision made by the NFL?
I personally hope he don't speak one lick of English.
Just to make them mad, y'all. Just to make the girls mad, honey.
Not one lick. I want to be there with my Google Translate the whole time trying to figure out what that man's saying. Let me tell you something.
Okay.
I said, way to stick it to the man. NFL, whoever is choosing him. So I wasn't like curious as to what it's going to be, but it's like I've kind of felt like, did this announcement come fast or soon or like what? But anyway, when I realized it, I was like, this is a sound move.
Mhm.
I don't know if y'all know, but Bad Bunny, he canceled all of his tour here in America due to,
The ice raids.
those ice issues, and he doesn't want his concerts to be a breeding ground for ice.
Right.
And that's wonderful, and I believe so for us to understand where he stands with that, which
Mhm.
means it tells us like what we could be seeing in a show, and I really enjoy what Kendrick Lamar did before, so other people can see where you could take a show, the messages you can tell without
Right.
really telling. It's for the people that it's for.
Mhm.
One thing I saw on TikTok a lot, there's a lot of people of Hispanic heritage from Puerto Rico, Cuba, Mexico, everybody. They're saying, hey, you see these Black people supporting us?
Mhm.
We need to be doing the same for them because they're happy that this is happening. And
Right.
it's like, and I know some people were talking about getting some country stars up there. It's like, I don't think, not right now.
Yeah, no.
Because we've had many years of what they wanted, and I feel like this is still what America wants, not just all of America. Another thing I need to say, I'm pretty sure the people that will come up, the people that will be speaking the English is whoever is coming up there with him. I
Yeah.
believe I don't believe he's like, I don't know if you noticed, but he's been on Saturday Night Live twice. He's
Mm.
hosted Saturday Night Live, and he's like been brought back as like, you know, a guest or whatever.
He's even wrestled in the WWE. Like he does everything.
So he gets it. He's
Mhm.
not blind to what's going on out here, and so I personally think that he may bring an artist or two. I'm hoping, crossing everything, that he bring Cardi B up there
Okay.
and let her do
Okay.
one of her songs and keep it pushing. I think
I
that would
like
be
it.
that will be, yeah, I like it, and then let her do one of her songs by
Mm.
herself while he go to this other stage or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. That would be amazing. That would be
Something nice.
amazing.
And a lot of Black people, I've seen more than 2 people on TikTok, want that dude from Puerto Rico that says Suavemente, that song. I know y'all heard that song before. It's an older song, but it's something that a lot of people want to hear. It's a Puerto Rican thing. So I'm excited to see how it's going to go. And of course, they're already calling it the Bad Bunny concert.
Of course.
So once again, way to stick it to him. This was a great move. We were all thinking that it was going to be Taylor Swift, but something tells me Taylor Swift been saying no for a long time.
I
That's
heard
what
that
I'm
she
starting
turned
to
it
think.
down.
That's what I'm
That's what
thinking.
I saw that post.
I'm thinking that I'm thinking that she's more than turned it down a couple of times.
Because you know they want her to
Yeah.
do it. Like you know they want her to do it.
Of course, because she's the biggest star of Caucasian descent. That the Caucasianites would really be happy with. And
Right.
I do agree. That's why I wouldn't be upset if it was a thing, because you know, to have Kendrick Lamar, are you kidding me? He's the whole other side of the spectrum.
Mhm.
Now, Kendrick Lamar and Taylor Swift has done a song or two together. They are
Yeah.
really cool. But I'm just saying, it's like if you had Kendrick Lamar, and I know you ain't know every word to Kendrick Lamar songs, but you
I sure
really
did.
enjoy what was going on at the moment and it speak to your life experience,
Right.
it's really great. So to have Bad Bunny, I said, when I saw it, I was like, genius.
It is.
Genius.
And for the NFL to do this, like
Who else would they do it though? Who else would be doing it?
you're right.
They can't call Beyonce again. They're gonna start saying that's not fair.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
And Nicki Minaj gonna come out again. Trying to figure out why she ain't up there. You know they asked Cardi B to do it.
Really?
She said no because she felt like she didn't have enough catalog to do it.
Understood.
Mhm.
Understood. But I have a feeling she might do it somewhere down the line. Like it would not surprise me if Cardi B does
Oh
the
yeah.
halftime show
You
sometime
see her
in the near
perform
future.
pregnant?
I'm sorry?
You see her perform pregnant?
Yeah. I did.
At that One Nation Fest, whatever kind of crap. I said she was going off. I was like,
Didn't she have like that diamond type of outfit on or something like that with
she kind of like had a bodysuit on with just some things with her belly out. It's
like
so funny.
pearls and things like that all over the dress? Oh no, that's not it.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
It's a different performance, but she was actually outside performing
Oh,
at a concert.
outside. No, the
Yeah,
video I saw,
recently.
she was inside. Yeah.
She performed outside as well. I love that song. Anyway, moving on and moving forward. Let me tell you what Miss Kim said. Miss Kim says their love story was nobody's business, and I think Ben felt that way, which is why they ain't have no more love story to tell.
Right.
Miss Kim says her niche is romantic comedies. That's her bag. Stay in it. I think she doesn't like that. That's her bag, though.
And romantic comedies are like not happening right now. Like I cannot remember the last
That's why
romantic
we need them.
comedy that came out.
She
To
needs
be
them.
honest. Yeah.
She needs to help. Okay. Hey, Aaron.
Hey, Aaron. I'm so glad you're here. I love you, girl.
Miss Kim says, I'm excited about Bad Bunny. He's a real one. Yes, he is. He says, I hope he brings Mark Anthony and Cardi B. Yes, Mark Anthony. That would be great. You think he should bring out J-Lo?
No. She already had her
Oh,
time with
Bianca
Shakira a couple of
face.
years ago. No, we don't need
that's
that at
exactly how the
all.
audience gonna be.
Seriously.
The Super Bowl parties.
For what?
For her wavering voice to be okay, girl. Anywho, I don't mean no harm, but I'd rather hear Janet whisper in tune than J Lo sing
Because
out loud.
Janet can actually sing.
Okay.
Janet can actually sing.
Gosh, you. Oh, I'm about to say, did you see that thing of her singing again for like the first time in 17? No, not again, but
I Get Lonely.
Yeah, I
Yes.
sent it to you. I had to make sure you saw that. Okay. She said, "Oh, no one but you."
And the microphone was on. The
Okay, she was whispering
microphone
good.
was
Baby,
on.
all
Whisper real
she
good,
got-
honey.
She ain't gonna never lose that voice.
Okay, turn the mic up. Turn the mic up. We need to hear this.
We need to hear this. Aaron said, "Hi to Miss Kim." Miss Kim says the bag of folks are always talking negative about bilingual people. Yes, the ability to speak more than one language is a sign of intelligence to me. And no, it
Okay.
is. It's a sign of intelligence. Period. Okay. She said, "I took
Exactly.
Spanish all 4 years in high school and college, and I still ain't got none of it." Okay.
You telling me, Miss Kim?
Say.
I don't remember shit.
Aaron says that'll be that'd be interesting. Yeah, if Cardi was up there, that's when she said it. Miss Kim said, "Hey to Aaron." Aaron says Taylor not doing the Super Bowl right now. Maybe when her fiance retires.
Could be.
That's a thought. That's a thought.
Could be.
She might choose to do so. I don't know. She's a busy woman. God bless her.
Mhm.
Miss Kim says Taylor wanted to be paid, and she wanted sold advertising and promotion.
Wow.
They really made that tone deaf girl. Stop it! Think she was talented. Oh Lord Jesus. Sorry, Aaron. Whew. We know you.
Hey,
Hey,
Tammy.
Tammy. Lady
So glad
Tammy.
you're here, boo.
She says that swift check does the SB. I will throw a hammer at the TV and excuse me, that swift chick does the Super Bowl. I will throw a hammer at the TV and never watch football again. Well, geez Louise.
Wow. Thank you for letting us know.
A hammer?
Miss
Has she made
Tammy.
any music lately?
I can't remember the last time she released an album, to be
Me
honest.
either.
No, I think she was on tour the whole time while Renaissance was going, and I think she had an album then. Let me ask the expert. Aaron, what's the last album Taylor put out? Sweetness.
What year?
Okay. Dustin says, "Have a good night. I love y'all. Love you too, Dustin."
Good night, Dustin.
Good night. Aaron says, "I love Taylor." Yes, we know.
We do. And that is okay.
And that is okay.
It's okay.
Some of her songs, I just forgot them.
Absolutely. Love Story. Love Story was my shit. Okay. My shit.
Aaron made sure to say good night to Dustin. Miss Kim says, "I'm going to take Spanish classes for a refresher." Let me tell you something. There are people right now talking about how they're going to get their Duolingo together and start learning Spanish so they can be ready for the Super Bowl, okay?
Right.
Like we are ready.
And we
And
need
I don't care what nobody say.
a song a week, so when he get on the Super Bowl, we can at least know something.
Yes.
So you got that right.
That's our plan, Bianca.
Listen to some songs.
We got to hold up to it. A song a week.
A song
Right.
a week. And you know what? Let's share what song we listen to.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to. We're gonna have to come together and figure out how many albums he got and songs and such, so we can get this together.
Right.
Did this mouse die? Okay, there we go. Aaron says, Taylor Swift new album is released tomorrow. Ooh, she gonna come out tomorrow.
Oh wow. Okay.
Dropping hits. Okay. Oh, that's what they were saying. JT's diss track is coming out tomorrow, the same day as Taylor Swift album.
Oh no.
Ain't nobody gonna hear that, honey. And I mean nobody. Oh, Father. Miss Kim says, "I will throw my TV into the dumpster fire."
Oh no.
It's okay, people like it's okay, people. A lot of people like Taylor Swift. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Miss Tammy says, clearly I do not like Miss Thing. I think she's a mean girl in disguise. Ooh!
Ooh.
Well then. Miss Kim says, I saw a live performance of Swift and I just slow blinked at the screen. Okay. Yeah, she don't perform like we perform, and that's okay. Because a lot of people like the way she performed.
I was yesterday years old when I found out that Taylor Swift did a cover of Earth, Wind, and Fire September. To be honest, it didn't sound bad. I don't know why Bianca went away on that note. To me, it didn't sound. It sounded like Taylor Swift singing September. That's what it sounded like to me, a country version of September. But at least she paid homage to the folks. Okay, at least she paid homage to those people.
But they didn't like it though.
She didn't do them no favors necessarily, but hey.
But they didn't like it though. When they heard it, they said it basically didn't sound like it had any soul or seasonings. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
She should have slowed it down. Maybe she should have did it acoustic and not slowed down. I think it would have sounded a lot better.
Because it's a very upbeat song. Like I still remember, Jennifer, I still remember you singing that song when we was doing our workouts with Mama 5 o'clock in the morning. Those 1 or 2 times you came with Edwin in his class. I don't know if it was that song or another Earth.
It was Boogie Wonderland.
Yes, it was Boogie Wonderland. Yes.
Because I like to take the top note. Yes.
And swear you're not a soprano? Okay. All right. Anyways, Bianca, before we get out of here, why don't you share with the good folks, the good viewers, honey, your social media contacts with the people?
There you go.
Over here.
No, you were right.
It's the other way. Yes, there you go.
Yeah. Right there. That's her. There she go.
Bianca Edwards. All right. Thank you so much, Bianca. Genesita.
I am Delighted to Leo on TikTok, and as well as and that's the main thing that I follow. Excuse me, that's the main thing that I use. So if you send me something to the Light of the Leo on TikTok, I will absolutely respond to you and things of that nature. I do have a spiritual channel. I might get that going again eventually. I just need to find a date and time to really start doing my meditation things again. What else? I have a YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is at The Light of the Leo. We come together every single Monday at 9 p.m. to decompress on Mondays. Believe me, it is necessary for me to make it through, to get through a Monday. But it's all good. And on Saturdays, Faithful Warrior Ministries, we come together every single Saturday morning at 10-ish a.m. to come together and pray and talk and basically, encourage each other in the Lord. It's always a great time. And for some reason, I pulled a card. I wanted to let y'all know 3737 says comfort zones. Your comfort zone has become too familiar. It's time to step out, pursue what you truly desire, knowing that your angels are guiding you and supporting you.
Those are powerful words.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you go ahead.
All right, you guys can follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is JoJo_speaks3020. My Facebook is Jonathan Lee. My email is williamjonathanlee@gmail.com. My Cash App is $JonathanLee07. That's $JonathanLee07. Thank y'all so much for joining us for my Hot Topics and Social Commentary show. I'm so glad that you, the viewers, have decided to spend your hour with me. I truly enjoy this night. It was great. We had a great show. So thank you guys so much for joining us. Be sure to join us next week, same time, same place, same beautiful faces. Until then, we'll say bye for you now, y'all. Y'all have a safe week. Stay cool out there. Love you guys for watching. Jennifer, you gonna close this out?